I saw we have young people here. Okay, let's just say we are coming up. For those who may be joining us for the first time, I want you to know that this initiative has been on a journey for the past 2 years under the name Young Entrepreneurs Summit, YES. Who remembers that? Awesome. Now, today marks a new chapter in that journey because we will be transitioning into the Nextgen Entrepreneurs Conference with an even greater focus on intentionally training, equipping, and building entrepreneurs that will change the course of Nigeria. And this year's theme could not be more appropriate. Who can tell me what this year's theme is? Tell somebody to shift. Touch your neighbor, say shift. Let it enter into their subconscious. Tell another person, shift. Oh, you are not doing it like somebody that has come to catch something from this conference. I like those people there. I like them. Say shift. Thank you. So shift stands for strategy, habits, innovation, faith, and transformation. I would like you to know that today you are not just going to be listening to speakers or attending just a regular conference, but you are going to get to identify and examine your entrepreneurship journey, and you will indeed shift in your entrepreneurship journey. Today we have very seasoned speakers and entrepreneurs and professionals who will be speaking to us this morning. I want you to also know that we'll be having a panel session, a breakout session as well, and also a networking session for you to meet with your fellow attendees. My name is Onyechi DK, and it is my pleasure to be your master of ceremonies for this beautiful event. So on behalf of the organizers, welcome to NEC 2026. Are you sure we are excited to be here this morning? Are you sure? Thank you. Without further ado, we would like to open up this event with opening prayers. Of course, we have to honor our Father which is in heaven. And to do justice to that, I would like to invite Barrister Ikechukwu to help us open up the event in prayers and also drop the opening remarks. Thank you. A round of applause for him.
Good morning, all. Good morning, all. Please come be on our feet as we take a moment to pray. Even though that this is a business summit, but we, like our speaker has said, that we are also here to before God. So we just want to take a time to just pray. In Jesus' name, our Father, we thank you for this morning. We thank you for how you have been so good to us. We thank you for your help so far. We thank you for journey mercies. We thank you for those who have taken out time to be in this meeting. We thank you for the preparation so far. Father, we are trusting and we are asking you that you will help us even in this meeting in the name of Jesus. That you will give us understanding, give us a direction for our lives, and every area of our businesses and our profession that needs to be shifted, it will happen even in this meeting in the name of Jesus. We pray for understanding again. We pray for utterance for your speakers. As they speak to us, they will speak to us in languages that we can understand. And at the end of this meeting, we have all cause to say thank you. Blessed be your holy name. For in Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen. Please, you can be in your seats. So I'll just, once again, my name is Chinue Ikechukwu, and I'll be taking the welcome address right about now. So the theme for our conference is shift, meaning strategy, habits, innovation, faith, transformation. Distinguished guests are esteemed speakers, sponsors and partners, fellow entrepreneurs, young professionals, aspiring entrepreneurs, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great joy to welcome you all to the Nextgen Entrepreneurs Conference 2026. On behalf of the organizers, I sincerely appreciate every one of you for making out time to be here today. Your presence is a demonstration that you believe in the possibility of growth, excellence, innovation, and meaningful impact. This year's conference is built around one powerful word: shift. A shift is a movement from one position to another. It is a change in direction. It is the decision to leave where you are and move towards where you ought to be. And that is what we believe this conference represents. Many people desire a better business, a better career, a better financial life, and a greater level of influence. But desire alone does not produce transformation. Something must shift. Sometimes the shift we need is in our strategy, because hard work without right strategy can produce very little. Sometimes it is our habits, because our repeated actions eventually become the architecture of our results. Sometimes it is our willingness to embrace innovation, because the world is changing, and those who refuse to learn, adapt, and create may eventually be left behind. Sometimes the shift is in our faith, because there is a moment when our capacity, resources, and experience will not be enough. We will need the courage to trust God and step forward. And ultimately, all these shifts should lead to one thing: transformation. Not merely becoming busier, but becoming better. Not merely making money, but creating value. Not merely building businesses, but building lives and institutions that make a difference. This is why today's conference is important. We have brought together people with different experiences, perspectives, and expertise to help us rethink how we approach entrepreneurship, work, leadership, and personal development. I therefore encourage every participant not to approach today's meeting merely as another event or to attend. Come with questions. Come ready to learn. Come ready to rethink. Come ready to make connections. Come ready to challenge some of your assumptions. And most importantly, come ready to shift. It is possible that one conversation today may give you the idea you have been looking for. One session may expose you to a strategy that changes your business. One relationship may open a door. One statement may change a habit that has held you back. And one moment of reflection may give you the courage to take the next step. I would like to especially appreciate our distinguished speakers and facilitators for accepting our invitation to share their knowledge, experience, and insights with us. We are grateful for your willingness to invest in the next generation. We also appreciate our sponsors, our partners, volunteers, and everyone who has contributed in one way or another to making this conference possible. To every participant here, this conference is for you. Whether you are already running a business, considering starting one, building your career, developing a skill, or simply trying to understand the next phase of your journey, there is something for you here. My charge to you is simple. Don't leave here exactly the way you came. Let there be a shift in your thinking. Let there be a shift in your strategy. Let there be a shift in your habits. Let there be a shift in your courage. Let there be a shift in your capacity. And ultimately, let there be a shift in your results. Once again, on behalf of the team, I warmly welcome you to the Nextgen Entrepreneurs Conference 2026. You are welcome, and God bless you.
Please, we can make that applause louder. Thank you so much, Mr. Ikechukwu, for that expository session. So we're going to do something. When I say NEC 2026, I want you to respond with shift. Can we try that? Please, I need energy. Are we together? NEC 2026. You are not saying it like somebody that wants to shift to the next level. NEC 2026. A round of applause for yourselves. I believe so much in words of affirmation. I know that when I say something, it will come to pass in my life. So I want you to put all of the life and all of the energy when you say that. At this point, we would like to take a moment to understand the vision behind NEC, Nextgen Entrepreneurs Conference, and what this new chapter represents. You know, for the past 2 years, we have seen this initiative grow, and today we'll begin a new chapter. To share the vision behind NEC and officially introduce us to this year's theme, please join me in welcoming Mr. Ayedun Toluwalashe. Please give him a warm round of applause. You can celebrate him better. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Doing business. Africa needs intentional entrepreneurs. Africa needs people who understand why they are in business. We understand that many people in business are in business because there is no job. And so, because hands must meet, you must have something to do. Some people just have to survive. But you see, life and business is beyond survival. Starting up a business is not enough. There has to be intentionality in your business. And that's what NEC stands for. At NEC, one of the things we do is to equip, build, and train entrepreneurs on how to be intentional in their business. To see beyond the fact that business is beyond hands meet. Something you must be able to live out for your children. It's about seeing things differently. It's about a decision for change. It's about you coming to understand that business is beyond making money. What we do is to envision entrepreneurs that making money is not all about business, but the impact your business made in Africa. Every one of us is celebrating Dangote. Every one of us is celebrating the $10. Beyond the money they make, we celebrate them because of the impact they are making in the economy. And so if all your business does is to make money for yourself and no impact, then you are really not in business. Because actually, business is about creating value. Business is about solving problems. Business is about finding people's needs and seeing to the fact that their needs are met, even while you are being paid for it. And this what brings us to the theme shift. Because we believe that there are 5 things that determines how successful every entrepreneur has become. We believe that every business that will succeed must have strategy put in place. We believe that every business that will succeed must have habits, because habits are like the little, little drops of water that makes a mighty oceans. Habits are your daily routines, things you do regularly that affect your business. We believe that for you to succeed in your business, you need innovation. And you see, innovation is not just about developing new things. Innovation is about looking at another way to solve a problem. We believe that as entrepreneurs, you need faith. And faith for us is about your ability to be able to take risk. Because the more risks you can take, the more you can succeed in your business. Because even what makes you an entrepreneur is risk taking. We believe that as an entrepreneur, you must be transformed. Your business the shape of your business is the shape of your transformation. So if you are not transformed, your business is not transformed. And so we believe that these 5 things are what determines how successful every entrepreneur has become. And so for us, shift is not an acronym. Shift is not just because we are looking for a sweet word to make the conference global or to make the conference shift. For us are the 5 tenets that determines how successful your business will be. You need to change your approach to opportunities you already have. Something needs to change within you. As we sit and gather this morning, I want you to sit and ask yourself, as I live here, what will live with me? As I leave this meeting, what do I live with? Because you see, your friends might have invited you, might have been invited through the social media, to whatever platform you have come. But the fact that you are here means that there is something for you. And if you live without that thing, it will not have been because there is no provision. It's that you were not intentional enough to get your package. So I want to implore every one of us to please be intentional. Engage. We have platforms for you to interact. Please, when that opportunity comes, meet people. Every one of us is celebrating the Dangotes and the Otedolas. I like to use them as case study. But I discovered that these people have been together for far more than 40, 50 years. So they started from ground and they're together till they get to the top. So you never can say, probably your next partner, your next financier can be in this meeting. Please take out time to connect, take out time to relate, take out time to meet with people that you have never met with before, because that is what we also stand for. Once again, I want to welcome every one of us to Next Conference 2026. God bless us all.
Can we celebrate the convener better? Come on, come on, come on. You can agree with me that it's not easy to organize such a program like this in Abeokuta. And this is a man with vision, driven by purpose and passion to see businesses thrive and see everyone become successful entrepreneurs. Can we put our hands together for him one more time? Thank you so much. Moving on, we want to dive into something very deep this morning, and I want us to pay very rapt attention. I hope we came with our writing materials. Like I said earlier, this is not just a conference, just like every other conference. This is a conference to learn and experience a shift. At this point, we'd like to bring up the first keynote speaker, and I'll be reading his bio so we can get an insight into why we chose this speaker for this session. Mr. Adeshegun Adeboye is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of New Breed Farms Limited, Abeokuta, one of Nigeria's reputable agribusinesses, specializing in the production of high-quality day-old chicks and poultry hatchery services. He began his academic journey in Nigeria, where he obtained a higher national diploma in architecture from Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, formerly Ogun State Polytechnic. Driven by a passion for growth and global exposure, he relocated to the United Kingdom in 1989 in pursuit of greater opportunities. I thought we'll put our hands together for that. While in the UK, he successfully transitioned into the field of information technology, gaining valuable international experience and broadening his professional expertise. I would like you to know that in 2024, Mr. Adeboye returned to Nigeria with a vision to contribute meaningfully to the nation's agricultural sector. He founded New Breed Farms, a company that has grown into a trusted name in poultry breeding and hatchery operations, providing quality day-old chicks and supporting poultry farmers across Nigeria. His entrepreneurial journey reflects resilience, strategic thinking, adaptability, and a commitment to creating sustainable value through agribusiness. Today, he is widely respected for his contributions to agriculture, job creation, and enterprise development. Please join me as we warmly welcome an accomplished entrepreneur, agribusiness leader, and visionary, Mr. Adeshegun Adeboye. Can we put our hands louder together for him as he approaches the podium? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the very good introduction. I wish I can introduce myself as good as that. The person who spoke before me, I wish I can match up with him. He's a very good orator. Me, I'm just a lowly businessman, but I'll try my best possible to meet a lot of what is expected from me today. I'm going to talk from two different perspectives. People who are aspiring to go into business, and the popular thought that some people want to jackpot. I have jackpot and returned. I'm the kind of person they call jackpot and jackpada. So I've jackpotted along the way. The question I'm going to ask, or everybody here should ask themselves, is why do you want to be an entrepreneur? What does it take to be an entrepreneur? Not everybody is sized up to be an entrepreneur. I hope you understand that. But some of us will be entrepreneurs and will be successful at it. I'm going to give the good story and the bad story. And I'm going to give a bit of my own life journey. Being an entrepreneur is not an easy task. It's exhausting, it's frustrating, and it can be rosy. The first thing they make you believe is you have your own time. Believe me, you don't. You don't have your own time. Being an entrepreneur, there's nobody that's going to pay you salary at the end of the month. You're on your own. You are the one that will do the thinking. You are the one that will be the innovator. You are the one that will push things forward. My My operation as a hatchery operator, I don't know whether people know what hatchery operator really is. We produce day-old chicks. Day-old chicks are living things. They are not products. They are living things. As such, our operation relies on 24-hour operation. My operation doesn't stop. It runs 24 hours. It runs 365 days of the year. My machine don't stop. And you can imagine what kind of stress that will put me on. As my machine are working 24 hours, so is my brain. If I want to know what my sleeping pattern is, I go to my WhatsApp page. My last night, my last WhatsApp message was at after 12. My first one this morning was at 3:45. And I'm still up and running. Because as my machine is running, so is my head. Your head will run overdrive. I love my sleep, don't get me wrong. But can I get the sleep? I don't know. I try. People say, oh, you should get sleep. I said, yes, I know. I want sleep, but I'm waiting for it to come. That's the life of an entrepreneur. You don't rest. Because a lot of people depend on you. Depend on your own innovation, depend on your thinking. And you have to be on your feet all the time. Like I was introduced that I studied architecture, but I'm now running an agri-business. I'm running a business that relies on science. And what do? I employ people who know the job to work for me. In my workforce, I have over 100 staff working for me. But you can imagine, I've employed veterinary doctors, I've employed animal scientists, and they come back and ask me, Oga, what medicine should we use for the birds? When they are the ones that should be expert, I've employed them to do the job. You are the one that studied animal science. You are the one that studied veterinary services. You're asking me, what medicine should we use when the birds have an issue? It takes me to an inspirational song that if you want to be an entrepreneur, you are on your own, no support. How many of us know that song by Ashake, Lonely at the Top? For those of us who don't know, I will sing a bit of it. It says, lonely at the top, lonely, 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 money on my mind. Exactly. As an entrepreneur, your first focus is money. You want to make money. But the whole world is looking up to you. They put you on the top at a pedestal, even that you don't know whether you are high enough to occupy that pedestal. And they're saying, oh, you are the Oga at the top. They are waiting for you, for your decisions. Even when you don't have the answers, you have to create one. You have to innovate one. That's the life of an entrepreneur. Before you dream of being a successful entrepreneur, let's get something right. I like what the convener said. He mentioned my mentors, your Dangotes, your Otedolas. How many of them do we have in Nigeria? How many exactly? Do we have up to 10% of the population that are successful entrepreneurs? Or do we have people who run businesses that are on life support? Let's ponder on that. If we don't have 10%, if we don't have up to 10%, even 10% is exaggerating, 230 million Nigerians, 10% will have been 23 million. 10% is another exaggeration. If we don't have up to 10%, that means 90% of people who try to do business fail. It's either they fail or their business is on life support. Only 10% or less are successful. Are you ready? Ask yourself that question. Are you ready to be part of that less than 10%? Do you have what it takes? I like the word the convener used. Are you intentional about what you want to do? Because As an entrepreneur, you are going into a world of your business will be your life. What you decide to do will be your life. Why you see some people, they do small business, they are at Agbo Fuji enjoying themselves. How many times do you see Dangote enjoying himself like that? His business is his life. Ordinarily, the cement business is doing is enough to look after him for life. Ordinarily, the sugar business is doing is enough to look after him for life. But guess what? He's built the largest refinery in the world. He's not stopping because the idea of business, the idea of innovation has become his life. And that takes me to another point. Back to what the convener said. I studied architecture. I'm now in agribusiness. What I should tell you is that wherever you studied is just a foundation for you. It's a foundation for where you are going. We start life, for those of us that went to nursery school or primary school, we start life by doing A for apple, B for baby. What usefulness is A for apple, B for baby in your life now? A for apple, B for baby became a foundation for what you studied in primary school. What you studied in primary school became a foundation. What you do in secondary school, vice versa, what you do in secondary school became the foundation of what you've done in higher institution. And on the long run, what you studied in your higher institution is now a foundation for where you will lead your life. Where you will lead your life. Are you ready? That means your brain has to be ready to diversify. Diversify from what you've read. I'll talk a bit about my life journey. I studied architecture. I jackpot to the UK. And when I got to the UK, the first thing is I didn't get my level at all. Because I'm in a new environment, new challenges, new everything. In the UK is a credit system. Credit system relates to how they live, how they spend. I got to UK when interest rates in the market was 12%. At 12%, UK's economy was dead. Nobody was building anything new. So my architecture was nearly close to useless. I first of all carried my CV. I was going about firms looking for employment. Reality dawned on me when I got to one architectural firm. And the guy said, my CV looks good. My portfolio looks fantastic. But you see me, as the CEO of my company, he was referring to himself. I do my architecture now on a part-time basis because nobody's building anything new. The economy is not good. Interest rates were supposed to be about 3% or less to drive mortgage system because everybody relies on mortgage. Interest rates was at an astounding 12%. Nobody's building. He said, when I come to the office, I only come to the office to come and mark register. When I finish, I'm going to go and do odd jobs to keep my soul running. Reality dawned on me. I had to change gear. I had to change from the architecture I studied and get my brain working. Yours sincerely, for the next 7 years after that, I was a taxi driver. That brings me to the story of people who want to japa. You will leave your comfort zone and go and do unsociable hours, unsociable work. There's nothing wrong with it. Some people make success out of it. They make money out of it. They become successful, they transit to something and become something successful. But don't forget something. You will lose your social life because I did that. Before I traveled, I used to be a very, very, very sociable person. People who know me, I used to be a DJ. You know, if you're a DJ, you are the happening guy. I used to be a happening guy. When I got there, when reality dawned on me that I had to fend for myself, fend for an impending family, I did taxi driving for 7 good years. And during my journey, got into trouble, got out of trouble. And like people will say, at the end of the day, I borrowed myself sense. I went to retrain. I retrained in information technology. And along the line, I became the master of what I was doing. Information technology changes, but about 20 years ago, I was what they call a database administrator. I worked in one of the biggest companies. I'm fine for now. Thank you. I'm fine for now. I worked in one of the biggest companies in the world as a database administrator. I even got high-flying jobs that I was flying from country to country. I was working, I was flying to Netherlands to work for a week, come back for the weekend, fly back along the line. This is me that before I left Nigeria, I never saw a computer before. I never touched one before. I didn't know how to type anything. The first day I was doing training, I was begging them, how do I type? Can you imagine? But along the line, like the convener said, I was intentional. I got intentional. I studied. I became a master of what I was doing. I didn't just become a master of it. I was lecturing other people to get jobs in what I did not know before. I was lecturing other people. So I will work Monday to Friday in Netherlands, fly back to UK on Friday. I have a training session on Saturday. I train other people. And I was training them. I wasn't just training them. I was training them to get a job. Rest on a Sunday, go back, fly out again on a Monday to another job. But young sincerely, Oyinbo land wasn't for me. I was doing the job, high-flying job. I was earning well. I wasn't enjoying it. But I've always had an attitude. And it's an attitude any person who wants to do business should have. Whenever you hit it lucky, don't take it lucky. Take it as a seed for your next generation of business or your next generation of ideas. While I was earning well in IT, I was saving my money. And I was buying properties in the UK. The properties will now become what will save, sorry about my language, what will save my ass. Along the line, I was doing the job, I was earning money, I was buying properties, but I wasn't enjoying what I was doing. I didn't have the real fulfillment. And I asked myself, is this all it is? I'm making the money. And I'm saying I wasn't talking about making money in Naira, I was making money in pounds. I wasn't enjoying it. So, what did I do? I started looking for the next opportunities. I started thinking about coming back to Nigeria, where I think I could get fulfillment. Don't forget, I'm coming from a job that was paid to a job that nobody was going to pay me. It was going to be me and me alone, that lonely at the top. Yours sincerely, I investigated, I did my due diligence, I decided to go into poultry business. I was introduced to a gentleman who was running one of the largest hatchery business in Nigeria at that time. I met him. He said, oh, why do you want to do poultry business? Go a bit higher. Go and do hatchery business. Poultry business means you are producing eggs, you are selling eggs. He said, don't do that. Go a step higher. Be a farmer to farmers, not a farmer to the general public. I said, oh, okay, I'm ready for the challenge. This is my life's journey. I went into it. In any business you're going to do, you need money. Yes? Don't forget, I told you before that I planted a seed. I was planting seeds for the future. I went to my property business, sold some properties, came to invest the money. Yours sincerely, I did my due diligence. But the due diligence and the investigations that I do is not the whole story. I was thinking, oh, I'll raise so much beds, I'll do so, I will sell. I forgot the most important aspect, the human aspect. I have to manage birds, I have to manage business, and I have to manage people. Believe me, that last one is the hardest one, managing people. If you are thinking of a business, how do you manage people? I'm standing here before you now talking, and business is running. I have over 100 people at work as we are speaking. How do you manage them? It's a hard work. It's a task that gives a lot of people sleepless nights, that sends a lot of people to their early grave. But you know what? In everything I do, business doesn't hold me ransom. I hold business ransom. And if you're going to do business, it should be your thinking. That's why when I go to the hospital, if they say they want to take my blood pressure, I tell them my blood pressure can be high. I don't give myself too much worry. The only reason that my blood pressure will go high is because I don't sleep enough. But apart from that, worrying about business, no. So that leads me to the next topic. If you want to have business, it's not just about buying and selling. You have to have a structure. You build what they call a structure. If you don't have a structure, you have a business that is always on life support. The business that can operate when you are not there, you have to build it. Guess what? Dangote has cement, he has sugar, he has salt, he has refinery. Is he there all the time? I'm talking that I have over 100 staff. Do you know how many Dangote has? Refinery alone, 73,000. How does he manage them? Can you manage such? You have people with diverse thoughts, diverse intentions. How do you manage them? Do you have the wherewithal to do this? Please think about it. Before you think you want to venture into business, can you handle it? Let's even look from the Christian point of view. Proverbs 6, 6-6. It says, be engaged legitimately and be diligent. Shun laziness and idleness. The Bible even says it. You want to do business, be ready for good business. If you are not ready, forget it. Just go and take a paid employment. Or gota or gota. At the end of the month, you will earn your money. If you are not ready for that, please forget business. It looks rosy when they show you on social media Aliko Dangote and Rabiu of Boa sitting in private jets. It looks rosy and it looks glamorous. But do you know what they did to get there? If you listen to Dangote's interview, he said he got into business. He didn't know what he was getting into. If he knew, he wouldn't get into oil refinery business. He had to deal with people, deal with the cartel, deal with trade union, deal with all sorts. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's a difficult task, believe me. I'm going to refer to another Bible passage because we're in the church. We have to respect the word of the Bible. 2 Thessalonians 3, 10-13. It teaches us the value of hard work and perseverance. Paul commands that those who refuse to work should not eat. Address idle busybodies and encourage believers not to grow weary in doing good. If you don't work, you don't eat. You know what that means? If you can't work, you can't earn money. If you are not innovative, you are not there. Believe me, you are not there. Your brain has to be innovative. I told you about a veterinary doctor asking me, who is an architect, what medicine should I use for beds? It's like a doctor in a hospital asking you, what medicine would you like? Will you have Panadol or aspirin? If a doctor asks you that, the first thing you would think is, yeah, I don't enter one chance. Believe me, I'll tell you all the good stories and all the horrible stories. I was still on my life journey, my business journey. I got into hatchery business, I got into poultry. But I forgot along the line what a mentor of mine said. He said, money follows politics. If you are voting for whoever you are voting for, I beg, think about what their policies, not politics, so their policies are. I started my business. The convener got the date wrong. I started 2004, not 2024. I started 2004. Every money I was making, I was putting it back into the business because I wanted to grow my business. Until the administration before this came, and they had a different outlook towards business. It was not a business-friendly administration, as far as I'm concerned. Sorry I mentioned names. I'm talking about Buhari's administration. You see, in Nigeria is a very blessed country. You have food coming from the north. You have entrepreneurship, serious entrepreneurship coming from the east. You are blessed with oil from the south. You are blessed with entrepreneurship, extra, from the southwest. But how do we make use of it? The Northerners, or the Buhari's administration, sorry I'm mentioning Northerners. Buhari's administration was thinking, oh, the South has commerce. The South has oil. The Southeast had entrepreneurship. What does the North have? We have food, and we have to monetize it. We, in the poultry industry, our biggest input is the cost of feed, which is maize, soya, and all that. The Northerners were encouraged that the maize they were producing, they can sell it outside of Nigeria and not care about the rest of Nigeria. That killed the industry I was in, the poultry business. It killed it. This is why I'm telling you, money follows politics. It killed it such that I shut down my business. I sent everybody packing. Go home, and I jackpotted to where I jackpot from, all over again, because business wasn't working. But along the line, after 18 months of shutting down the business completely, shut down, nothing happening again. This is a business that was worth millions and millions of, hundreds of millions. I was ready to walk away because, like I told you, I don't let any business kill me. No way. I've only got one soul, and I have to preserve it, so I ran away. But I came back. By the time I came back, that man who was my mentor and encouraged me into business, into poultry business, he's already retired and was getting tired. I went to meet him that, look, the business you encouraged me to do, I'm not doing again, no, I've shut down. No. He said, with that amount of money you spent in the place, you can't shut down, no. I said, I've shut down already. The business is dead. He said, we'll wake it up. Just go and get little money, we'll wake it up. What did I do? You know those seeds that I planted? I went to sell more properties. Pump money back. Went back into the business. But before I did that, I called him. I said, would you come and be a partner? He said, I'm retired. I don't have money. I said, I don't need your money. I only need your brain. Just come. He came. He joined. I'm just telling you my life story so that you can take inspiration from it. He came. We started running business again. But don't forget, the administration of last admission had 8 years. And it was 8 years of bumpy ride. And we both, with his expertise and myself, we both got into the bumpy ride. We got into it so much that in the twilight years of Buhari's administration, we were going to sell the business. You know, the first time I shut it down. This time we were going to sell. But God has his own plan. We didn't get it sold until Tinubu's administration came in. A lot of people will criticize Tinubu. He's brought hunger. He's brought poverty. One of my mentors in the early days, he told me that when they write the budget, when the government writes budgets, don't look at where everybody is looking at. Look at where opportunities are for you and focus on that opportunity. Tinubu's government was or is a lot more business friendly. You might not think of it like that. He removed subsidy because we were living fake life. He took out subsidy, go and buy fuel at the right price, not subsidized rates. So let's face reality. Reality is good for business. Subsidy is not good for business. As much as you can say is bad, but we are now working on reality. What is the cost of my energy? Don't forget I told you something, my business runs 24 hours. 24 hours of power. If there is no power, we run generator. 24 hours, non-stop. It must not stop. If it stops, chicks will die in incubator. They must not die. Diesel went from 200 naira per liter to 800 to 1,000. What do? We still have to persevere and run the business. So it was a bumpy ride. Things were bad until Tinubu came, and Tinubu's ideology is true reflection of the market. While cost of energy was going crazy, we couldn't run business. When this administration came, we had to run business at the true cost of it. During Buhari's years, we were selling a day-old chick for 250 naira per chick. The chick that we used 350 naira to produce. Where was I getting money from? I was selling off what I had wherever. People were getting loans and getting into trouble. But yours sincerely, the chicks we were selling at 250 during Buhari years, we now started selling at over 1,000 naira. True reflection of the market. No fake life. And guess what? We are now doing well. Perseverance. We were in there when it was bad, and we were in there when things got better. But I didn't lose sight of my ideology. Whenever I'm making it, reinvest. Reinvest. So some of you, you'll be entrepreneurs, you'll get successful. Don't get carried away in whatever you're making. Because whenever things get bumpy, you know those times when I shut the business down, when I was going to sell business, you need something else as a backbone to get you up when things are down. That gets me back to something else. I could persevere because I was doing something I enjoyed. Please don't go out there and see Mr. A or Mr. B doing something and you want to do the same thing. Do you know what his passion is? Your passion is not your passion. So don't live his dream. Live your own dream. Look for what is your own passion because it's going to be your life. Whatever I'm doing now is my life. When it gets bumpy, I get bumpy with it. Whatever I'm making now, I'll sow it as a seed into the business to have a backbone when another bumpy ride comes. That is the life of a business person. Do not live somebody else's dream. Some people here will disagree with me when I tell them that this government for Nigerians is going to result into one of the best governments we are going to have. Tinubu is borrowing money every day to build. I'm not campaigning, no. I'm not into politics, so I'm a person who relates politics to business. End of story. They are building infrastructure like there is no tomorrow. Get to our airport, it's being rebuilt. Lagos, Shagam to Ore is being rebuilt. Concrete roads. Lagos, Calabar being rebuilt. Sokoto to being rebuilt. What does that mean? The government needs money to rebuild. They will take loan. They will take external loan. They will take internal loan. What is internal loan? Can anybody tell me what internal loan is to Nigeria? Can anybody? I'm beating it interactive, please. Can anybody tell me what? You know when they take loan from IMF, World Bank, we all know what it is. How about internal loan that they take from Nigeria? How is it? Can anybody tell me, please? Hello? Can you hear him? Treasury bills. Do we know what treasury bill is? That's giving me, thank you very much, sir. That's taking me to the next topic. When you're an entrepreneur, your money has to be working for you. Don't forget, I told you when I was doing information technology, I went into properties as well. The property is the one that was working for me to do the business I'm doing now. That gentleman mentioned treasury bills. That is how the government is funding infrastructure from internally generated money. Treasury bill is one of them. Generally, money markets. There was an announcement or something in the news recently. Tinubu's government took the stock market, valued at 30 trillion in 2023, to today, 160 trillion. Those are Nigerians investing in Nigerian business. Whatever money some people have kept under the mattress, or whatever money they've kept somewhere, is now no more a dead money. There's dead money and there's living money. The money is now living. How does your money live? How does your money breathe? Let's talk about that. I'm talking about the next phase of when you do business, you become slightly successful or successful. Do not keep your money in the bank doing nothing. Your money, you have to breathe life into your money, no matter how small, and no matter how large. The gentleman mentioned treasury bills. Who knows how treasury bills operates? Who does? Can you come and tell us, please? I'll give the mic to you. You just excuse me. Let him explain treasury bills to us.
Thank you very much, sir. Treasury bill, it's like government is giving you a loan at a discount for a particular period of time, but they will pay you back the full loan back. For instance, 100,000 naira. So they allow you to get 100,000 naira for like 85,000 naira, then give it out to the government for like a year. Then they pay you back the 100,000 loan. back. So they're not giving interest in treasury bills. They just give you at a discount.
Okay.
But in bonds, they give you interest. You are going to give them 100,000 naira. Then maybe quarterly, they pay you interest on it. And after a year, they give you back your full money back.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me explain in simple terms what he has said. Let's say you do business. You make 100,000. If you are looking at 100,000 naira in your bank account, it will not take you time. Your brother will come. Your sister will come. Oh, borrow me money. Lend me money. Give me something. You will spend the money. But you lock your money away so that the money is doing generation for you. The treasury bills he's tried to explain is like you will borrow government money. You know, I told you they are doing infrastructure and they need money internally. You borrow government money to do business. So let's say you give them 100,000 and you give them at a rate of 15% interest. That means in your account, government will take out that 100,000. But invariably, government, with treasury bills, they don't take out the 100,000. They will take 85% of the money out, which is 85,000, and they will give you 15,000. That's your interest. They give you upfront. Your money has worked for you. And at the end of your term, if it's 1 year, they'll give you your 100,000 back. But they're giving you interest upfront. That's the money you make, no matter how small, is worked for you. But treasury bills is just one of the stories. You have banks now that are doing what they called high yield savings account, HYSA. Go on Google, go on YouTube, and check these things out. Treasury bills, high yield interest rate, mutual bonds, stock exchange, and all that. Stock exchange may be marginally risky, but your treasury bills, your high yield interest rates, they are safe. Your money will come back to you. No matter how small. Let wherever you have work for. Even if you're a salary earner, you earn salary. Okay, what do I need for the next 3 weeks? Okay, I have money for 1 week that I can spare. You now have banks that are doing different deals that they'll give you on wherever you have between 11% to 17% of your money. So, while you are hustling for something else, wherever you have on the keep is doing something for you. Don't forget what I told you. I went into properties. That means I bought properties. Some people are paying me rent. The little money I had was doing something for me. While I was in Nigeria sojourning, I still have some people paying me rent. Even though in some cases not very profitable, but at least I had the properties and it's been sustained. Okay? But in the same way, in the same vein, you can have the same thing. As I speak to you, the little money I make, I put into high yield savings account. I put some into treasury bills. The one I can spare for 1 year, I put into treasury bills. The one I can spare for 2 months, I put into high yield interest rates. And there are so many deals since this administration came into power. Because they're encouraging people, save money, grow money, any way possible. While some people are shouting, Ebin power, some people are, you won't know. You'll see them. They are humble. They don't talk. They are making money on the side. Deals are so much there that even this fintech, PalmPay, they are doing 8 days savings, and they give you 22% pro rata. It's not 22% on the money. They'll calculate it over 1 year and then calculate it back to the 8 days. They'll do 8 days deal. They do it every Mondays. Go there, you'll find it. There are deals, no matter how small. I have a friend that sells biscuits. And I asked her, how much do you make on these biscuits? He said, maybe from a carton, maybe I'll make 1,000 naira. Do you know how much work she will put into that to make 1,000 naira? Meanwhile, if she puts 100,000 in high yield savings account, it will make her double or triple that in that 1 week. That's how simple it is. But I'm talking about the next phase of business. That when you do anything, when you have little, don't spend money away like a drunken sailor. Put your money to good use. Everything has a plus and a minus. When you put money sitting in your bank, doing nothing. There's a big enemy they call inflation. Who knows what inflation is? Who really knows what inflation is? Because they talk about inflation every time. Your money sitting in the bank. I'll tell you. 2023, before Tinubu announced fuel subsidy is gone, wherever you can use 100 naira to buy, then you use 2,000 naira to buy today. Yes or no? That's inflation has hit money. Your 100 naira of then is now worthless. Your 100 naira of then is now worth 2,000 naira now. So if you keep your money in the bank doing nothing, it's just going to go, it's going to waste away to inflation. You need to be sensible about that. Every little penny needs to be multiplied. When you are doing business, when you make a little, invest some, invest it into a side hustle. Don't let side hustle carry you away. Your main business is your main business. But you have to be sensible to invest wherever you have into something else. I'll now move a step further in when you are doing the money market, which is like your treasury bills, like your high yield savings accounts, like your mutual savings. They call something compounding. So, Mr. Man that invested 100,000 and 100,000 gave him 17,000. Next year, add that 17,000 to the 100,000. You've compounded the money. And it's moving you to the next level. The year after, whatever you make out of the addition of 100,000, add it again, keep compounding. Before you know it, you will blow. So, that is the truth. And along the line, I'm going to give you a little advice. Whatever you are doing, please be legitimate. Be truthful. Do not steal your way into somebody's purse and think you will make it. Proverbs 6:6-11 tells us this. You can't steal your way into somebody's sweat and think you will make it. Forget it, you won't. I have the lady here on my neck, so I won't go I won't go further too much. I will end wherever I'm saying that with Proverbs 12:24, which says, diligent hands will rule, but lazy hands ends in forced labor. Diligent hands, like your Aliko Dangote, they will rule. Everybody keeps saying, he's monopolizing. He said, no, he's not. It's just a diligent hand, and he's going to rule. It's just agreeing to Proverbs 12:24. End of story. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for letting me speak here.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
And my prayer is always, God will bless your hustle. God will profit your hustle.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
So just a minute before you go, we'd just like to take one or two questions before you go back to your seat. Any question, please? All right. Can you help me pass the microphone to her?
Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful session. It's really an impactful one.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Good morning. I said thank you very much, sir, for this session. It's really an impactful one. And good morning, everyone. I'm Victoria. So I want to ask a question. While you were explaining, you mentioned that if we want to go into a business, that we must prioritize structuring, which is highly essential for any business to grow. So here is my question. While you were explaining, you mentioned that every business needs people. And for a business to grow, people are one of the factors that aid business. So looking at structuring, how do we manage this factor? How do we ensure that this factor is being incorporated into our business in order to align with our structuring and it will not affect our business? Thank you, sir.
Thank you for that, and it's a very good question. Putting structure in place is not a cheap venture. It's very expensive. Putting structure in place in some cases means you are going to employ a lot of people to do other tasks that you cannot do. But there's a saying, the young shall grow. You start by disciplining yourself. Your structure is, I wake up 6 o'clock in the morning and doing so, because you are intentional about where you are going. You are already structuring yourself, even before putting proper structure in place. You have to look at whatever business you are doing. Can I take a break from this? When I take a break, what happens while I'm taking a break? Is the business going to run aground or something is going to push the process forward? It's all about processes. End of story. What can I do that when I'm asleep, things don't go asleep? Things move forward. That is just structure. It's about discipline. You go to some companies. When you get there, you see a secretary. You see an accountant. You see HR. Those are their structures. Because the owner of the business does not have the time to do accounting, does not have the time to welcome every visitor to the reception, does not have time to organize staffing. That is structuring. But you start from a lower tier that whatever I'm doing, I have to put structure for the size of whatever I'm doing, that it will work. Don't jump that, oh, I'm doing this. Oh, they've called me somewhere. I'm going to do. That's no structure. Even if it's going to cost you, put a structure in place. This is how I want my business to work. If I'm going somewhere, I have to be there on time. I don't care whether people... Look, today, when I got the notice for 9 o'clock. I got here 8:30. That is me. People who know me know I will keep to time. I'll get there before you. I don't care whether you're keeping African time or not. It's none of my business. My own structure and the way I am primed is to be there on time. That's part of my structure. So when I'm thinking of business, I'm thinking, okay, the bit that I cannot do, who will do it for me? I'm going to tell you a little one. I used to have vehicles that run my business. Drivers will come today. There's no petrol, even if you bought petrol for them. There's no this, there's no that. What did I do? I subcontracted that process out. I got people to be doing the job for me. That's part of my structure. So you have to think about things that will not impact you, that will make your business flow. That's the structure. End of story.
Thank you so much, sir. Any other question as we wrap up this session, please? Okay, kindly make your question very brief. Could you walk up to the microphone? I hope that answered your question. I want you all to know also that you have more room to ask your questions during the panel session.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving us an insight into managing a business. But my question is, for some of us who come from a background where to raise capital to do business might be a little difficult. We probably didn't have the opportunity to work and save over the years and then say, okay, plant that seed. Now, let's assume we now start at the level that we had. How do we scale to move to the next level? Because at some point, we need some level. You also said that you need money to do business. We need some level of, capital to actually push, probably get some things done, buy some machines, maybe do some branding and all of that. We need some money at some point in that business to scale up to the next level. So how do we go about this? What are the strategies that we can use to get that kind of fund to move our business forward? Thank you very much, sir.
Good question as well. Unfortunately, we are in an environment that's very unforgiving. But don't forget what I said. I paid my dues before I got into business. I did taxi driving for 7 good years. I worked in a company to raise money. I worked salaried job to get money to do what I'm doing. Everybody's story is different. You have to be intentional that I want to raise money, I want to go and do so work. When I do the so work, I will save so to do whatever I'm doing to do whatever I want to do. That is my story. That is my beginning. And everybody's story, like I said, is different. You have to look for the niche that pays you to make the first seed. And then you plant that seed to start germinating. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, can we give him a warm round of applause? Thank you, sir. You can go back to your seat. If you have learned something this morning, can you celebrate him louder? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Wow. Tell somebody we are just getting started. You have not seen anything yet. Okay, so we want to recognize people that came from outside of Abeokuta for this event. We know you put in so much work, and it took a lot for you to come here this morning. Can you just signify with a wave of your hand if you came from outside of Abeokuta? Anybody? And then you tell us where you came from. Is there anybody like that here? Going, gone. Unfortunately and unfortunately, we had a present for you. So when you are bold enough to put up your hand, please let me know so I can give you your present. I want us to do a very quick activity. You are going to interact with your neighbor. First of all, say good morning, my neighbor. How are you doing? Just chat with them. Say hello. I love that some people are shaking hands with their neighbor. Some people, they will sit with somebody throughout an event and they never get to know their name. When they see them outside, they will not be saying, Ace, I saw you at that event that I attended. That's very bad. So I want you to ask your neighbor one question. So just chat with your neighbor. Ask your neighbor, what is your biggest challenge as regards your business? Make sure your neighbor tells you. Some people are laughing. It's a very serious conversation. What people are looking for people to share their challenges with, I assure you. So just ask, what's the biggest challenge you have encountered since you started your business? Ask the person, can you help me with that challenge? Can you help me solve it? Then the next question I want you to ask your neighbor, if you can make one shift in your business, what would it be? One major shift in your business that would turn your business around. You people are not chatting, no? Okay. You have 30 seconds more. If you could make a great change in your business today with what you have heard, what shift would it be? Going. Gone. Thank you so much for participating. A round of applause for yourselves. So I want you to give yourself 1 second. Take it in. And I want 2 people to come up on stage and tell me the challenge that your neighbor shared with you. Is it even the challenge? The shift that your neighbor said is going to make in their business. 2 bold people, please. Can we hurry? 2 people, 1 from this side and 1 from this side, please. What shift did your neighbor tell you that is going to make in their business today? 2 people, please. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for our sister, please. You can use the stairs. 1 person from here. I need a guy this time, please. Hello, sister. Please, let me wait for your neighbor to come. 1 person from here. What is the shift that your neighbor said is going to make in his or her business this morning? Where are the brothers? You are just lucky I don't know your names. I would have called you to the podium. Anybody from here, please? Should I point at somebody? Hello, my sister. My sister in blonde hair, please. Yes, you look so pretty. Yes, you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for her as she approaches the podium. You can do it better. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Make sure you remember what your neighbor told you. Is she not beautiful? Is she not looking gorgeous? Okay, now, can we celebrate her better? All right, so ma'am, what shift did your neighbor say, or is it he or her? What did she, okay, is it her? Okay. Speak into the mic.
Though she said mostly it's capital that do affect most people. But she said what she has problem about is that she wants something that will make her stand out. Let's say I'm into fashion designing now. So if you see my outfit anywhere, you should just, okay, maybe I love putting circle at the back of my design. So that circle signifies my brand, that anytime you see this circular stuff, it signifies, though my brand is Ifokobale Atilia. So anytime you see it, so that is my brand.
So what is the shift that the person would?
She said she's having problem that, but now she's trying to think of something she can put in place to identify her own signature.
Awesome. Please, a round of applause for her. Don't go, don't go, don't go. We have a present for you. Aha. See, that's how some people miss their luck. So you can come forward, please. Yes. We have a speaker today that is unavoidably absent, but he sent us goodies for some selected people today. And is the CEO and the founder of PiggyVest, Mr. Ayo Akiola. And on behalf of Mr. Ayo Akiola and the organizers of NEC Conference 2026, I'm presenting this book to you, Credit Alert, the easiest way to sell to Nigerians. Congratulations. All right.
The most difficult challenges is funding. Okay. You know. I don't remember.
Right. So we see that a lot of people have funding and capital issues here. And I assure you that by the end of today's event, you'll have more answers to your questions. On behalf of Ayo Akiola, the CEO founder of PiggyVest, and the organizers, convener of the NEC Conference 2026, I present to you this book. Congratulations. So please, when I call something next, please just be running. I assure you that this book is a gold mine. Next 2026. Hey, it's only people here that remembered. Next 2026. A round of applause for yourselves. Don't remember that song that the speaker just now sang. He said, lonely at the top. Hey, my Jay-Z, they know they feel. Lonely at the top. Awesome. At this point, we would like to have our next speaker. Sorry, just a minute.
Nancy Inandi is a renowned entrepreneur, investor, author, business structure expert, and one of Africa's leading voices on business growth and financial management. Popularly known as the Money Boss, Coach Nancy Inandi is a founder and lead consultant of the Nancy Inandi Company, where she has helped thousands of entrepreneurs build profitable, structured, and sustainable businesses. She's also the founder of Accounting Boss, an innovative accounting software solution, and Structurate, a business management and onboarding platform designed to help organizations scale effectively. With over 17 years of entrepreneurial experience, Coach Nancy has built multiple successful businesses across diverse industries, transforming challenges into opportunities and setbacks into remarkable success. Our journey from humble beginnings to becoming a respected business leader is a powerful testimony that resilience, discipline, and strategic thinking can change any life. An award winning telecom entrepreneur, venture capitalist, speaker, trainer, and certified management consultant. She's passionate about raising a new generation of wealthy entrepreneurs who run healthy and sustainable businesses that create lasting impact and employment opportunities. Coach Nancy is an alumna of Lagos State University and has received professional certifications from respected institutions, including the International Council of Management Consulting Institute and the Institute of Management Consultants. Through her books, training programs, mentorship platforms, and speaking engagements, she continues to inspire entrepreneurs across Africa to build businesses with structure, profitability, and purpose. At Next 2026, Coach Nancy Nandi will be sharing practical insights, proven business strategies, and transformational lessons that would empower entrepreneurs to move from survival to sustainable success. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me welcome Coach Nancy.
this consistent way to be wealthy, or to take yourself from poverty to wealth or poverty to abundance. The only way out is that you must either have, we're talking about business, so let me take out career. You must either have a service or a product to sell. You must either have a service or a product to offer to the public. And also, when we talk about service and product, most time people pay attention to only the regular way that we know, buy and sell. It's good to buy and sell, but in this current age, there are so many other ways you can make money. There are so many other ways you can package your service. There are so many other ways you can package whatever God has given you as a person. We are all, as we are all seated here, we have different faces, so we are unique separately. You need to understand, you need to look into yourself first. And my first point is, discover what you have in your hand. What do you have? That thing that you have, maybe it's an existing business that you have, but you have not even paid attention to packaging it well in a way that it will appeal to more people, or it will appeal to even large number of people. Let's do a quick mathematics. If you want to make, let me just choose a small amount. You want to make 10 million naira in a month. It is a number game. It's not just about the amount. The amount might look so big, but it's about the numbers. So you have to ask yourself, whatever service I'm rendering or whatever product I'm selling, how am I going to sell? What quantity will I sell to help me achieve that 10 million? What quantity will I sell to help me achieve the 10 million? If you cannot break it down like that, you will always have, today you will be successful, tomorrow you will be emotional, this month there is money, there is sales, a day later, some days there's no money. The reason why it's happening like that is because you have not defined how money is coming to your business and what you are going to pay attention to that will make it continuously come in. I'm going to share my story. I started my first business, my telecom business, like 20 years ago. And what I sell is recharge card, MTN, Airtel, Glo, Etisalat. And when I started with 600,000. So, and the business itself is an high volume business because 600,000, as of 20 years ago, is money, but to that business is nothing. But I decided, I made up my mind that I'm going to put in my all. And I also want us to understand that to make money and to be successful, you must be ready to put in your all. A lot of people are doing so many things at the same time. It's good to diversify. Diversifying is not bad. But at the beginning, if you don't have money yet and you are diversifying to do a lot of things, you might not even have anything. But when you are starting out, focus on doing one thing and doing it well. Putting all your mind, all your heart in doing that. So I started with 600,000. Let me share that quick story. So, but one of the things that helped me so much will take me to the next point. I understood my target audience. My target audience are wholesalers, those selling wholesalers maybe on the streets or supermarkets that retail. So I knew who and where I'm going to. I know who I want to market to. I know the exact people I want to go and meet. I'm not just going to market to anyone. So I go straight to each stores and tell them I sell what you want, and I'll tell them what I do. I did that for like weeks. So I created awareness within the environment where I am. And everybody, just in less than 30 days, they already knew that, okay, this is what I sell. If people don't know what you do, they can't pay you. You can have somebody sitting by your side in this meeting now that needs what you do. And you are here still complaining that I don't have money. Whereas somebody by your side has your money in her pocket. Until the person knows what you do, the person will not give you that money. So I did that awareness. I created visibility. On the first day I started the business, I made sales of over 1 million naira. So I was so encouraged with the business, like, so I can make money doing this business. And fast forward later, I increase on my visibility work. And let me tell you something. If you are in business and you say, I don't like marketing, you are in the wrong profession. Every business owner is a marketer. Every business owner. And the best person that can market your product is you, not your staff, not anybody. They can assist. But the person that knows how to actually describe your vision, your business well, is you, because you are the one that has the vision with you. So, and it is high time as business owner, we get off operations and focus on marketing. I'm not saying you cannot delegate marketing, but I'm saying if you come up with a script to even give your marketing team, it will give them a better visibility or a better communication than somebody that you are trying to encourage to understand it. So on the first day I made that sales, and like I said, smart work is also needed in your journey as you evolve as a business owner. Smart work. Smart work. I just want to share my story. So I continue like that. After a year, I was doing well. The network himself, MTN, came up with a promo and said, we want to run a promo in Lagos, and we need people to participate. But the promo is going to be in 3 sets. 100 million target, 40 million, 50 million, then 20 million. So I was looking at the thing as it was too high for me to participate. But I just have something in my mind that if I try it and I don't win, or I don't even make money, I won't lose. What will happen is that I would have learned something new. So I decided to opt in for the highest category, which was 100 million. And that particular incident changed my life forever. I want to tell you that what you are looking for is looking for you, but it's not looking for the version of who you are now. You must step up your game if you want to make money. You must step up your game, and you have to be shameless. You have to be unapologetic about whatever anybody wants to say, because nobody is going to pay your bills. Regardless of how close anybody is with you, they will pay your bills. They will only sympathize with you if anything happens. So they gave us the 3 categories. I was afraid, I won't lie, but I did it even with the fear. So we always say, entrepreneurs, we have to do it afraid, regardless of the fear. Whether you are afraid or not, you have to still step out into the unknown, not because you are sure, just because there is something in you, burning in you, that let me just take a leap of faith. So I took the 100 million target and I signed. And they said, once you have signed, even though you do 99 million, you will not get any commission, and you will also not get the gift. That made me to be more scared. So, but I went back home. I started thinking. And that's where, what I'm trying to explain to you, if you decide that you want to make an XYZ amount of money, it's a game of numbers. You need to be able to explain based on the product I sell or services I sell. So I sat down, I said, okay, if I want to make this 100 million naira in a month, so how many will I sell in a day? What will I sell in a week? So I did the calculation. I did 100 million divided by 20 days. I got 5 million. I did the same 100 million divided by 4 weeks. I got 25 million. So I said, okay, so every week I have to sell 25 million naira of this product to be able to achieve the 100 million. Every day I have to sell 5 million. So I started doing marketing. The first day I didn't meet up to the amount that was there. The second day I did about 3 million. So every day I started thinking. And as a business owner, you can't continue to sit on one strategy for long. You have to be thinking every day. Every day, how will I get this business better? What will I do to make this business work? What will I do to make this business achieve more? That's in short, when you get to a stage that you have staff working for you, your job is not to go and do any other thing. Your job is strategy. How do I get this business from point A to point Z? So I was thinking, I could not sleep, and my husband was like, what's it? I said, I'm just thinking, what will I do to make people just come and buy from me? So that's just the only thing I was thinking about. And an idea drop, create a bait for them and see if they will come. So that morning, I woke up and I did an SMS. I crafted an SMS saying, anybody that brings a new customer for us today, you will get something so low. It's not big. But one thing I understand, when you are doing freebies, you must understand the target audience you are working with. If your target market are people below the pyramid, that's the poor, with food, with extra snacks, with extra drink, they can do extra for you. But if your target audience are the rich, food will not move them. What will move the rich is you doing maybe community service, you doing something for the poor, you doing something in town. That's why you go to some of these eatery, you see so percentage of our money goes to this particular thing. It's just to create empathy towards your brand, and it works. So I came up with the write-up and I said, for any customers that brings a new customer for us today, you will get a very cold Malta Guinness. It was not something serious, and I didn't know it would work. I just tried it, and we sent out the message. We saw people trooping into our stores because our customers are people that stays maybe under the umbrella, inside the street. So during the afternoon hours that they will need to buy product. They will be under the sun, so they actually need cold drink to take. So people were bringing in people, and for the first time, we sold and we did above 5 million. We did it the next day, we did above 40 million in a day. And the promo was running for 6 months. I started doing 400 million a month. And at the end of the promo, I won the Kia truck for MTN as the best trade partner for that year. What am I saying? See, you just need to, thank you so much. You just need to dream it. Understand that it's a game of numbers. Numbers is everything. If you can sit down today and say, okay, I make clothes, I make this kind of shirt, and this shirt, for me to make it, the cost is 10,000. And I sell it for 100%. So I sell it for maybe 20,000. And I want to make ₦1 million. On $1 million divided by 10,000. What you have is the quantity you want to sell. So how do I ensure I push this quantity so that people can buy from me? I need you to understand that if you are the one that is still sitting behind the operations, you are going to be broke. If your job is to sit behind the operations in your business, you won't have money. Because before you calculate the operational part and everything, you just see that it's already 6 p.m. Before you know, it's already 7 days. Before you know, it's already 1 month. Before you know, staff salary, rent, everything is going to just come to you at the same time, and you need to pay bills. And bills that you want to pay will not hear stories. The bills will not hear emotion. The bills does not hear tears. The only thing that bills know is money. It's only money that bills know. So what am I saying? You have to find a way to put in structures and systems. Systems, the word might look so big. It's not as complex. Systems is just organizing your business in a way that other people can also assist you to do it, so that you can have time to do the main thing. Your responsibility as a CEO is to focus on income generating activities of your business, because that's the only thing that will keep your business going. You need the back end, but the income generating activities will keep you going. So like I was saying, I said my first point was discover what you already have. What do you have in your hand? Is it your craft? Is it your talent? Is it a business? Is it a product you know? What do you have? What can you do? And for some of us that are still thinking, I don't know what God wants me to do. Start with what you have now. As you evolve, you will know what you want to do later. Don't let that make you not to do anything. Because if you are not doing anything, I assure you, you are going to be broke. You won't have a kobo. You have to do something to make money. You have to have something you are doing for you to have money. There must be exchange of value for you to have money. And the number 2 is, whatever you already have, package it well. Understand what makes your brand unique. What makes your brand unique? How are you going to present that same product to the market that they will receive it from you and they will want to buy from you? I like to talk about a particular brand that I see in Lagos. I don't know if it's around there. And it's called Item 7. Item 7 came into Nigeria to sell the same thing that all of us eat every day, which is jollof rice and fried rice with shawarma. But they didn't open their fast food like the regular Nigerians, where you will sell the whole thing in this world. You will say amala, sell eba. They just niche down and focus on 3 main items that will sell well every day. And I tell you, these people, they cash out every day. Because whenever I'm going home, I pass there. You will see cars parking. You will see riders parking. Sometimes you see Ghana must go up 100 plates of rice. And some of the people that are even Nigerians that are selling are not even selling up to them. What did they understand? They understand the powers of numbers. And they understand the power of focus. If you want to make money, you have to focus. You have to focus on something. Let the people know you for something. Let them know your brand for something. And that thing they know you for, do it well. That once they get in contact with you, in short, your food, whether it's amala you decide to sell, the amala will rest in their mind for a very long time. So they know that anytime I want to pass this place, I need this person's amala. There are some food you've eaten in the past that you can't take it out of your mind. Not because you have not eaten a better one. There is something the food and the service did to you, and it remains permanent in you. And that's one of the things we need to learn as business owner. Package your business well. Nobody speaks to you. Don't have to brag in the marketplace, but you don't have to come out to the marketplace showing yourself that you are broke or showing that you are the only person that have problem in this world. No. When you bring yourself low to the marketplace or to social media, sometimes it has advantage, but sometimes it has big disadvantage. You don't have to lie about your brand, but know how to package your brand in a way that it looks big. So let me share a story. When I was selling so much in telecoms, I would sell my 600,000. I used to turn it over like 6 times a day. So I'm running to go and buy. I'm coming back. My business was growing. So one day, I got to my vendor's place, and she looked at me and said, Madam Nancy, let me give you more product on credit, so you pay us in 3 days. I was happy because I was always running up and down before. So she decided to give me product of like 10 million naira. I have never counted 10 million as at that time. So she gave me. I started thinking again, I don't want to default. Let me sell this thing fast and return the money. After 1 month, she increased it to giving me stock of 100 million. I was selling and I was returning the money. Why did I share this story? There was a guy and a lady that will always come to the woman's place to say, Ejo, Moabein, eta credit to me. They will never sell to them. They don't sell to them. But me, when I get there, I package myself. I sit down quietly. I don't share family problem with anybody in that place. They are not going to help me. See, understand that the people you want to share your family problem with, they are not going to help you. They are going to use your family problem to get favor from the owner of the company. So respect yourself. Packaging yourself is not only packaging your product, it's also packaging your own tongue, packaging yourself. So I get there, I just sit down quietly. They never knew that whatever they were talking about, I also have my own personal problem. But I don't bring it to the place. I came to do business, right? I sit down, have conversation, but the woman looked at me and felt that I was qualified to get credit. And those people will kneel down and start saying story. My husband has not paid house rent. We have not eaten. My children did not go to school. We are at home. Let me tell you, in this world, in this part of the world, they will not help you because of that. If you go to your vendor and say, because, in fact, if you tell me that your children have not gone to school, I won't give you credit. That means if you sell my product, you will go and use it to pay school fees. So understand, God will open our mind to understand you have to be smart in the marketplace. Understand that packaging yourself is very important. So the same place that you are crying for credit, the woman will say, I don't sell credit. No, I don't have so much. But somebody else did not ask for credit. They call the person in and say, let's give you credit. Go and sell. So that pain that you are going through, some people are enjoying in that same place. But it requires wisdom and being smart. Don't expose your family or your problem to the wrong place. I'm not saying don't share your problem, but sharing it to the wrong place will actually steal from you. So package your product well. Package yourself, your product, your services well. Ensure the packaging appeals the people so that they can buy from you. I'm telling you, some people don't beg. Even bank relationships, some people don't beg for loan. Bank will send you email and say, do you need money? Well, some people will go to the bank and be begging for loan. The two things has to do with sometimes how you are also transacting on your account. That's another story. So let's move on to the third point. Understand that as a business owner, leverage is important. Leverage. Ability to leverage on other people's talents, other people's resources, other people's knowledge, other people's efforts to help your business grow. You must understand it. Leverage is very important. You know, in this part of the world, most times, as Nigerians, we don't like to owe on a normal day. Not that people don't owe. It's like it's a thing of pride that I'm not owing anybody. But in the business world and globally, not owing, if you have not taken money from a bank before and pay back, you are not credible. So you can say, I'm a nice person. If you give me money, I will behave well, I will pay. But I cannot justify your credibility with just your words. In the global world or in financial system, the only thing that can make them know you are credible is the fact that, oh, let's check her history. She collected 20 million from this bank and she paid back. Okay, she's credible. If you have never collected money and paid back, you are not credible. If you have collected and you have not paid, your case is worse. If you are collected and you are still owing it and it's there, in short, your own is another level. But being credible is the fact that you can get credit and you pay back. And do you know that when a customer or a vendor gives you credit facility, that's leverage. Imagine I'm supposed to go and look for 100 million. I don't have 100 million. Somebody gave me goods of 100 million. And I sold it. In 7 days, I pay back. She gives me another one. And she does that for 2 years. Before I will look at my account, even me, that I'm running the business for 2 years, and I have 100 million of my own. And I've paid her. Because as you turn over the transaction, you are increasing in capital. You are retaining your profit. So let's understand that leverage is important. And when we talk about leverage, it's not only bank, including people around you. That's why how we treat people, how we behave matter. How do we do the little things that can make your neighbor, your sister, your mother, your husband, your friend say, oh, I can give you this 5 million. Go and use it to trade. You pay me later. Let me tell you, you might not understand it, but if you are in a business and you need cash, you will understand that if somebody gives you extra 10 million, it's big money. Because that can cost you customers coming back or asking for your product without you having it. So leverage is important. And also you have to leverage on good staff, leverage on relationship, leverage on partnership, then leverage on knowledge. As I'm speaking like this, pick nuggets that you will use. Go to YouTube and leverage on other people's knowledge. Experience of what you are doing. Oh, how can I do it better? The highest question you can ask yourself as a business owner is, how do we serve our customers better? Anything you are doing, whether as working customers, whether as the product that you are rendering or the services, how do we do it better? That's the only way you can make more money. And that's where value is actually tied to. So understand leverage. When we talk about leverage, think leverage. Leverage is about, for some people, it's about borrowing money from bank, but leverage is good. And I want to let you know that debt or taking loan to run your business is not bad, but it's what you want to use the loan for. Are you using the loan to increase your liability, or you are using the loan to get in more money? Because if the loan you are getting for your business is to fund liability, it can lead to a lot of issues. But if the loan is to help you make more money or augment your working capital, it is totally not bad to get loan to augment your business or to help your business run properly. So we need to understand leverage is leverage on other people's money. Okay, let me quickly share my leverage experience. I remember at some point, my business went down because I was robbed. So my business grew to a level They robbed one of my stores and they took away everything that we had. So we had to start from zero again. I cried for days. I was frustrated, like I gave up. But later I just said, okay. When I was praying and the Lord said, go back to your store and start. But I didn't have anything. I didn't have any money. Nothing else. They took away everything that I've built as at that time. So the idea is to go back to your store. So I opened my store. I started cleaning the place, putting everything together. After a while, a thought came to my mind again. Start calling your customers. I said, I don't have product to sell. Tell them to pay you in advance. When you get the money in advance, you go and get the product. Then you supply them. Then you will give them their product. And that's what people do today that they call pre-order. As at that time, we call it pay down. So, I was thinking about that. I started calling them. Hello, I've opened. Hi. They will say, madam, sorry, I learned they rob your store. Sorry. They will talk to me and I'll tell them, I don't have the product on ground. But if you are buying my product and you pay in advance, you will get 5% discount. Some of them will say, okay. I continue calling. So it's not easy. I was calling. I called more than 100 customers. Like, close to about 2 hours after I stopped calling, calls started coming in back. And they were like, oh, madam, send account number. I want to buy. I'll send my order. Everybody was saying, I don't want, because I gave them 2 options. If you want to come now, and this is a strategy for anyone here that feel that you don't have capital to start your business. What I'm saying now, if you sell a physical product, is a strategy that you can use. I said, I don't have, if you are coming to buy now, for instance, the price is 1,000. But if you are going to pay in advance and you get it later by 6 p.m., you will get 5% discount. So everybody that called back opt in for 5% discount and they paid. Oh, I've sent this order. Some of them even brought cash to the store. So I was collecting. And the only reason why they could pay me that money, because they trusted me. They've dealt with me before. I was not like this with them. So they trusted me. And in less than 2 hours after that call, I was able to raise 50 million naira, other people's money. I didn't have a kobo of my own at that time. So understand that leverage is key. And one key ingredient to build leverage is trust and you keeping to your words. And in a place you cannot keep to your words, go back and communicate. I'm sorry. I thought it would happen, but I could not. But don't leave it like I don't just want to talk to the person. No, communicate. It will help you. And that particular money was what I used. I went to buy the product immediately because I had other people's money with me. I remember the power of negotiation. I went to the vendor and I said, okay, if I can buy 50 million naira cash, you need to give me additional discount. They didn't agree at first. But when I mount pressure on them, they gave me instantly. I made 500,000 naira from that money. And I became 500,000 at least rich that day first before I start selling. And I got the product, did everything. In less than a few years, in less than 2 years again, I bounced back and I now have money from other people's money, not my money. And at that time, I now decided that I'm no longer doing pay down. If you want to buy, walk into our store and buy. My customers started complaining, no, collect the money and give us discount. I said, no, I now have money to trade. I don't want to do pay down. So understand, leverage is important, but the ingredient is integrity, keeping to your words, and having good character in that sense in the marketplace. So, and when you have leverage, it will help you in building your business. Number 4, create visibility for your product. Visibility is a non-negotiable thing that you must do for your brand. Nobody will buy from who they don't know. You can never buy all the product that you have bought in your life. You bought it because why? You know that the product exists. If you don't know about the product, you can't buy. So understand that if you don't create awareness of your product, you cannot sell. I've done this thing over and over again. If I tell you that I take credit every 3 days, I sell off 100 million, is visibility. And visibility and consistency, you can't throw it away. Every morning, I'm sending out messages. Every morning, I'm reaching out. Every morning, I'm sending message out. Every day in the morning, before the neighborhood even wakes up, then there was no restriction with pasting posters on the streets. So thank God for today that it's social media. Social media is easy. This one, you have to go and paste physical posters on the street of the environment where your store is. And we realize that it works. People will just be saying, we do that, they will send message. See, if you don't create visibility, nobody will buy from you. People will only buy from who they know. Once they know you, they will not like you. When they like you, they will now trust you because your brand is good. So you must create visibility. Everyone that we are shouting about today that we know, we knew them because of being visible. I remember years back, I just understood the fact that I need to create visibility, not to everyone, but to your target audience. Create visibility to your target audience today on that product that you say is not selling. You will be shocked that you will sell. The same thing you are doing. You can even be a video editor and you feel I don't have any customer. Just understand that this person looks like he need a better, he needs his video edited better. And just send the person message. That's why you are talking to the right person that needs what you sell. You'll be shocked. So we started doing visibility. We're doing it all the time. One day, I stood in my store. Some white guys walked in and they said they wanted to buy recharge card. So I was like, you want to buy recharge? Okay. They said what they wanted to use it for. I was scared anyway. I was thinking maybe they were 419 or so. So when they called the amount of what they wanted to buy at once, I was like, the amount is so huge. So I started asking them questions. I told them, I don't have this level of product that you want to buy in my store. But you can pay me and I will go and source it and bring it for you. But you give us 72 hours. They were like, they spoke to themselves. They now agree. So they came to us. And what brought them to our store was visibility. I did not know anybody. So I understand the part of knowing people, having good relationship is good. But visibility we add to your product. And the people you know we add to it. It will make it more. But you can't stay with one. Because if the only people that buy from you are referrals, you are still going to suffer. You are not going to make money. Because making money is in the number of products and services that you sell. If you are not selling large number, you can't make money. So just imagine that any business in the world, for instance, makes maybe 5,000 from a product. You hear brand like all these conglomerate, they will say they have something billion naira. It did not. They didn't bring it from heaven. It is not ghost. The money did not vanish from somewhere. It happened on earth here. I remember I was reading an article, and it talks about Cadbury, that their best-selling product is Tom Tom. And Tom Tom is sold for, as at that time, maybe I don't know how much they sell it now, maybe 3.15 naira or so. Look at the amount that Tom Tom is sold compared to the net worth of Cadbury. Can you compare? If you start comparing these things, it will open your mind up to understand that whatever you have is not too small. It's not too small. It can turn to a big thing if you just change your mindset regarding that thing. Tom Tom is just maybe one Tom Tom is 15 naira, for instance. And they are saying Tom Tom is the major contributor to their general wealth. And they are worth billions of naira. So calculate it. So even though we say Tom Tom is doing quarter of their, so look at the volume of what will come from Tom Tom. So and I understood this because when I started doing telecom, I remember the first time I wanted to start telecom, somebody told me, this business, you can be making like 30,000 every day. I was like, it's a lie. Even me, I was doubting it because then I was working as a secretary with PSN then, and I was earning 15,000. So I was like, you earn 30,000 every day. That means I will make 1 million a month. I say it's a lie. But when I started that business, I made more than 100,000 a day. In fact, I've made 1 million a day before. In fact, I've made more. It's now the level of how you do the business. It is not the business that makes you money. It is you that is running the business. Never forget. Business itself don't make money. It is those behind the business that will make the money. So if you are not thinking, you are just like, oh, when I open my store, whatever comes is okay. You can't be rich, oh. It has to be, it must come. If it does not come, I will look at the books and say, why didn't we sell today? What happened that sales did not happen? I will start calling customers. You sold today now. What happened? They will tell you what the market is saying. Then you go back into your own brainstorming session and think, what will I do better? But if you are not selling and you are not calling customers to get feedback why they stop buying from you, you will think you are okay. It might be that your product is not good enough. It might be that your services is not okay. It might be that your staff is not treating people well. You need to get the feedback to improve on what to do. So if you say, I don't want to talk to them, time is over. Thank you. If you say, I don't want to talk to them, sorry, how many minutes? How many minutes do I have now? Okay, thank you so much. What you have in enough, what you have in your hand is enough. Value what you have in your hand. Number 2, understand your uniqueness and package it well. Nobody is going to do anything for you in the marketplace because they pity you. No. They are going to work with you and give you their hand-earned money because you bring value to the table. Number 3, ensure that leverage is important. Understand the power of leverage. So you can leverage on other people's money, things, and everything. Then, number 4, visibility. If you want to make money in this world, in business, people must know you. And I don't want to mention any brand, but look at the most popular brand, how they do so much, yet they continue to market to tomorrow. So why will you say your brand that is just coming up, you are tired of marketing? You must continuously put your brand out there. You must continuously put your brand there. But even though before you put your brand out there, like I said, package it well. So that if people taste your product or your services, they will naturally gravitate towards you without you spending so much money again on marketing. And when you have made all this money, make sure you manage your money well. Numbers is the language of business. And if you cannot speak language of business, you realize I've been talking numbers. Because a lot of people think that making money look spiritual, like Abi is something that spirit will just come. No. You can buy, I've seen people that sell pure water that they are very wealthy. I've seen somebody selling recharge card in my industry. They are billionaires that have house in Dubai, and they started recharge card with 50,000 naira. I've seen people that does real estate that is rich. So there is no business that you want to call that there is no rich people. It is what you do with your business and how smart you decide to play in the marketplace. And understand that strategy gets obsolete. So you keep tweaking your strategy every day, every minute. So understand that when you have made this money, you need to manage the money well. If you don't manage the money well, you will go back to where you are coming from. And in managing your money well, one just simple thing I'm going to give there is understand the power of non-negotiable budgeting. And non-negotiable budgeting starts from you budgeting for money you have earned, not forecast. You know, some people do budgeting. I'm going to spend 10 million and you have not made it. No. When you do that, you keep spending money, you will never have money in your bank account. But when you start budgeting from the physical money that has come in, okay, I made 10 million. Non-negotiable budget, okay, at least I can spend 50% of it on the next month. Or I can spend within 30 to 50. You will constantly be working with money. But when you are doing forecasts and you are doing budgeting based on what is coming in, you will always be under financial pressure. And I want to leave you with this. After you have made that profit, make sure you set aside 20% of your profit every month for cash reserve. Keep it there for cash reserve so that your company, in case there's any issue, there is dry time, there is no sales, there is COVID, you can always have money to fall to. Thank you so much.
Please, can we make the applause louder? Come on, come on. Thank you, Coach Nancy, for such an insightful session. We are truly, truly blessed to have you here with us today. moving on, I know some of you have some questions, and like I said earlier, we'll take them during the panel session. But we have to move with the speed of light now. And anytime you see me here, just know that I come bearing good news. And to share some good news with us this afternoon is one of our prestigious partners. They're an AI-powered company or a business management platform that is built for Nigerian SMEs and market traders, small retailers. We'll be having a representative of Navolet come up on stage to tell us more.
Did you know that over 80% of SMEs in Nigeria struggle to accurately track their business earnings? This is largely because many still record sales in notebooks, or sometimes forget to record daily sales, expenses, inventory, debtors, and other key business data. That's why we built Navolet, an all-in-one solution for small and medium-sized businesses that helps you manage your operations efficiently, right from WhatsApp and Telegram. With Navolet, you can run your entire business from your chat. You can easily record both single and bulk sales by simply entering the product name, quantity, unit price, and payment method. Navolet automatically logs each transaction for you. You can also view your sales history, track top-selling products, and even process returns. Managing your inventory is just as simple. Just type add to stock, quantity, product name, unit cost price, and selling price, and Navolet will update your inventory. Every time you make a sale, your stock is automatically adjusted. You can also track your expenses, both business and personal. Simply enter add to expenses, item name and price, and Navolet records it instantly. You can request expense reports for any day whenever you need them. Navolet also allows you to generate branded receipts and invoices. Invoices help you track customers who buy on credit. To create one, just type invoice for customer name, quantity, product name, and unit price. And Navolet will generate a professional invoice with a unique number. You can track partial or full payments, and once payment is complete, a receipt is automatically generated. You can also generate sales receipts in the same way. Simply provide the customer name, product details, and payment method. Navolet will generate two formats for you: an A4 version and a 55mm thermal receipt. Every receipt you generate is automatically recorded in your sales history. Customer management is also built in. To add a customer, simply enter their name, phone number, and birthday. Navolet helps you maintain strong relationships by reminding you of customer birthdays and even suggesting messages you can send. You can also access detailed financial records, including general, bank, and cash ledgers for any specific date. Additionally, Navolet includes a built-in financial advisor that analyzes your business data and provides insights and recommendations. Just ask, "How is my business doing?" and get instant feedback. Need help managing a team? Navolet has you covered. You can add team members, such as sales reps, who can record sales on your behalf without having full access to your account. Actions like reversing sales or recording expenses can be controlled with your approval, and every activity is logged for transparency. Running your business has never been easier. Send a DM to get started today and try Navolet for free. Did you know that over 80% of SMEs in Nigeria struggle to accurately track their business earnings? This is largely because many still record sales in notebooks, or sometimes forget to record daily sales, expenses, inventory, debtors, and other key business data. That's why we built Navale, an all-in-one solution for small and medium-sized businesses that helps you manage your operations efficiently, right from WhatsApp and Telegram. With Navalet, you can run your entire business from your chat. You can easily record both single and bulk sales by simply entering the product name, quantity, unit price, and payment method. Navalet automatically logs each transaction for you. You can also view your sales history, track top-selling products, and even process returns. Managing your inventory is just as simple. Just type add to stock, quantity, product name, unit cost price, and selling price, and Navalet will update your inventory. Every time you make a sale, your stock is automatically adjusted. You can also track your expenses, both business and personal. Simply enter add to expenses, item name and price, and Navalet records it instantly. You can request expense reports for any day whenever you need them. Navalet also allows you to generate branded receipts and invoices. Invoices help you track customers who buy on credit. To create one, just type invoice for customer name, quantity, product name, and unit price. And Navalet will generate a professional invoice with a unique number. You can track partial or full payments, and once payment is complete, a receipt is automatically generated. You can also generate sales receipts in the same way. Simply provide the customer name, product details, and payment method. Navalet will generate two formats for you, an A4 version and a 55mm thermal receipt. Every receipt you generate is automatically recorded in your sales history. Customer management is also built in. To add a customer, simply enter their name, phone number, and birthday. Navalet helps you maintain strong relationships by reminding you of customer birthdays and even suggesting messages you can send. You can also access detailed financial records, including general, bank, and cash ledgers for any specific date. Additionally, Navalet includes a built-in financial advisor that analyzes your business data and provides insights and recommendations. Just ask, "How is my business doing?" and get instant feedback. Need help managing a team? Navalet has you covered. You can add team members, such as sales reps, who can record sales on your behalf without having full access to your account. Actions like reversing sales or recording expenses can be controlled with your approval, and every activity is logged for transparency. Running your business has never been easier. Send a DM to get started today and try Navalet for free.
Know when your customer's birthday is, right? And you don't know how your business is doing, if you're making profit or not. So those are the problems that Navolet is solving. And for this event, we would be giving, as part of our what we discussed with the convener, we'll be giving out our pro plan to everyone that is attending this conference today. So if you have any question, I would like to take it now. Thank you very much.
Hello. Sorry, can you say that last line again? I'm not sure they heard you. If not, they would have clapped louder. Say it again.
Okay, I said we'll be giving out our free, the pro. Okay, we'll be giving out our pro plan to everyone that registered for the conference today for free.
You know, Madam Nasi said something just now. She said, package your business well so that you'll be able to attract premium clients. I hope you know this is a step in the right direction for that. Please, can we celebrate Navolet again? Thank you. All right, so moving on, we'll be having a breakout session now where we have professionals in their different industries moderate or coordinate each group. And I would like to invite Mr. Ikechukwu to help us pilot that session of this event, please make sure that you open your mind to receive from your tutors and your facilitators. Mr. Ikechukwu will be breaking us up into our different groups. Please, a round of applause for him.
All right. Good afternoon, all. It's been a wonderful session so far, and we thank God for how it has been so far. So, right now, not to waste much time, we'll be breaking into different sessions. We are aware that when we registered for this conference, we were under different industries, whether as a real estate person or a professional. So look at your tag and know where you fall in. I've already put some of the groups on the tables. I'm still going to put more of the groups. I think there's agriculture here and hospitality. So please just kindly rise and move to this session if you are in professionals. Professionals are here. Are you with me? Can you hear me? Now, when you registered, under the industry, you put a particular industry you are, whether fashion or education or professionals, transports is there also. We have those for renewable energy and sustainability. We have for retail, trade and e-commerce. We have fashion, beauty and lifestyle. We have education and training. We have real estate construction. We have creative industry and media. We have manufacturing and production. So we'll be breaking out into our session now. We have our facilitators in our midst already who will be taking us on these different aspects of the meeting. So please, if you are in the professional aspect or you registered as a professional, can you be on your feet, please? Professionals. Transport professionals. I think we are very few. So there is a space there for professionals. Can we all move, please? While for hospitality, that's the table for hospitality. So can we move those, if you are in hospitality, can we have us on our feet if you're in hospitality, please? Hospitality. Education and training. Where are those in education? Education. Please, kindly move to this space. Please, can we be snappy with that? Sorry that we are doing that now.
Please, can we stand up and try to locate our tables?
Education and training. You can move this way. I think those in education, there are also many. So you can move here for education. Those in real estate.
Sorry, I can help you place the
okay. All right. Education, then.
Education and training.
Yes.
Where, please?
So that table over there.
Okay. So please, if you are in this team, please locate the table to my left. Yeah.
For real estate and construction. Real estate and construction. All right. Yeah.
Where, please? Over there?
Yes.
Okay.
Real estate and construction. Thank you. Manufacturing and production.
Real estate and construction. Over here, please.
Agriculture is over there. That green. Yeah, the green table.
The green table, okay.
Yes, it's already there.
Okay, the tag is already there.
Yes.
Okay. Agriculture, the green table, representing fruitfulness and the greenness of the land.
Yes. Retail, trade, and e-commerce. Retail, trade, and e-commerce. Okay.
Are you?
Yes. The second
Okay.
table. Yes.
Any talk for their table?
Thank you.
Retail, trade, and e-commerce.
Creative industry and media. All right, for that. Fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. Fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. The white table over there.
Oh my God, calling me attention, my job is I'm calling.
The white table over there.
Which is that? Fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. Fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. The white table to my right. Fashion, beauty, and lifestyle.
Yes, creativity. No.
Ma?
I'm coming.
Health and wellness. Okay. Please, health and wellness.
Sorry?
Health and wellness.
Okay, let's use this place. This table here.
Okay, health and wellness
Health
people.
and
Can
wellness.
we go to
Yes. Health awareness, the green table over there.
that, right?
Yes.
Health awareness, green table. It has to be green table. Health awareness, please. The green table at the back.
What's there? What's there?
This one. No, I don't think there's anything. Okay. What's there? This is technology and digital innovation.
All right.
I'm surprised this table is empty. Technology and digital innovation. Okay.
Then creative industry and media. All right, let's use that table at the back there.
Creative industry and media.
Yes.
The white table.
Yes.
Creative industry and media. Where are we? Okay. Okay. Has it called you? Okay. Here, please. Please help me put it on your table. Here. Yes, creative industry and media. No, you are not last. We still have more groups that we haven't called. Okay, let me confirm.
Is there another group missing? Renewable
Yeah.
energy.
There's a group that they just brought to my
Fashion.
notice. No. She said trade and commerce.
Yes, it's here. Retail. Yes, retail and trade. Yeah.
Okay. There's
Manufacturing
another
and-
group they just brought to my attention. Okay. You can continue, please. There, please. There's technology and innovation. Is that all?
Manufacturing and production.
Yeah. Somebody just brought that to my attention. Manufacturing and production.
Yes. Then renewable energy and sustainability. I doubt it.
So you can moderate.
Tech. Professionals and transports. Transports. So, technology and digital innovation. So this is your speaker. So we have 40 minutes for this session. 40 minutes. For this. Yes. So we should be done by 1:40 or 1:30. 1:35. 1:35 we should be done.